Good morning, children. Let's begin the seventh chapter of Geography, Lifelines of National Economy. As we know that we are using different varieties of materials and in our day-to-day life. We know that we are using the mobile phones, food items, transportation facilities, etc. etc. Many more items we are using regularly. But these all items are not available in our locality or the immediate surroundings. It's not available everything here. Some sort of food items maybe or food grains may be available within the locality where we are living. But some of the goods and services we need to bring from other regions, from the other countries or sometimes from the other parts of the earth. Okay, so goods and services whatever are available or it does not move from the place where supplied, that means where the goods are produced, that can be in the industries or even in the agricultural farms, etc. From there we need to transport, or these goods have to be carried or transported to some other places. Especially we know that these goods are sold out in the markets. So these goods and services cannot move itself from the locality where it is produced to the area or the region where it is sold out. So this movement of goods and services from their supply location to demand locations, which means from where it is cultivated or produced to the demand locations, means it can be in the markets in cities or towns or other areas. So we need to shift the goods. So that all these purposes we need some other special facilities, especially transportation. So transportation facilities are necessary for shifting or transporting the goods from its production center to the marketing areas. So some people are engaged in this facility. So we know that some people are producing the goods, that can be in the industry or manufacturing center or agricultural farmers who are producing. They are not selling the goods in the market, but some other people are working in between the producers and customers, so that reaching the customers the goods produced by the farmers or the producers or manufacturers, middlemen are there. So these people are known as the traders who makes the products come to the consumers by transportation. From the agricultural or production center, the goods are transported to the customers or in the markets or to the markets by transportation facilities. These are done by the traders. Okay, so the pace of development of a country which depends upon the production of goods and services as well as their movement over space. The goods, we know that large scale goods are produced. If we are produced and kept with us, there is no use and there is no marketing. So these goods have to be marketed or supplied to the consumers so that the development of any nation take place. So we need an efficient movement of transport. This is very necessary for fast development of any country, so that transportation becomes one of the important factor for the development of any country. Movement of these goods and services can be over the important domains of the earth like land, water and air. These are the most important ways of transporting any goods: landways, waterways and airways. So here, based on these, transportation can be classified into land transportation, water transportation and air transportation. We can say that for a long time trade and transport were restricted to a limited place. We know it was not transported to longer distances because there was no development of modern means of transportation. With the development in science and technology, the area of influence of trade and transport expanded far and wide. We know we are sending the goods or passengers from our country or our region to faraway places on the earth. That can be other countries or other nations or even other continents also. the world has been converted into a large village with the help of efficient, fast moving transport. We know that sitting at home we can contact the people in different parts of the world, that can be whether in America, Australia, or any parts of the world. We know we sit at home and communicate with the people in different parts of the world through the internet facilities. Even transportation also becomes very easy due to the development in air transportation. So airways are available by the flights. We can move to other regions very fastly. So transport has been able to achieve with the help of equally developed communication system. Along with the transportation, communication also is linked, because with the help of communication system, transportation has been developed. So transport, communication and trade are complementary to each other. So how the trade develops with the help of transportation and communication. So these are three linked together. India is well linked with the rest of the world despite its vast size, diversity and linguistic and socio-cultural plurality. We know that our culture and social conditions or systems are all different. Many, the large country India is, so all this wide or diverse culture we have. So that railways, airways, waterways, newspapers, radio, television, cinema and internet, these all have been contributing to its socio-economic process in many ways. All these are linked together. We know all railways and roadways and communication facilities all together are developing our nation. So it has enriched our life and added substantially to growing amenities and facilities for the comforts of life. With all these facilities, the comfort of life increases. Better standard of living of the people is provided with these facilities which are provided. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the different means of transportation. What are the different means of transportation? We know that landways, waterways and airways. Especially when we are talking about landways, roadways, railways and pipelines are important. Through the pipelines or railways and roadways, goods are transported. We know that large pipelines are fixed underground so that air or gas or other oil, especially petroleum or other oil, we are transporting. Railways and roadways also carry large quantity of goods. Then comes to the other important transportation is waterways, inland waterways and overseas waterways. Inland waterways through the rivers and ponds or lakes. Large lakes are also, navigable lakes are also available in our country, which we are using for transportation. Overseas transportation from the through the oceans or seas we are using by ships. We can transport the goods and people to other countries. And airways, domestic airways and international airways are there. Domestic airways generally operate the flights within the country. Okay, one state to the other or one important city to the other, or capital cities are in India are connected with the domestic airways. Inland international airways, we know that when we are talking about the other countries, when we want to fly to the other country from India to any other country in the world, we can use international airways or airlines. So public undertaking and private undertaking airways are there under the domestic airways. We know that Kingfisher or Jet Airways, these are all etc. are coming under private airlines. But Air India, which is operated by the government of India, is coming under public undertaking. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to study about the landways or land transportation, especially about the roadways. What is the importance of roadways, how roadways are operated, or which is authority is operating the roadways, etc.